You have to know what's really going on because nobody is going to tell you. Next week, we're going to show you that stuff that I found with Al Sharpton yesterday. I'm telling you that's right. With Al Sharpton saying we fought against states' rights in the 60s, so we had the right to vote. And this century, we have to fight states' rights. It's time for the Department of Justice to take over policing in America. That's what's happening. That's why they're sending all the MRAPs and everything else to these cities, because the intent is that the government, when the bottom rises up, the people will cry out for help, and the government will come top down, and they'll control your policing. That's what's happening. And local police departments, police officers, please learn this. Please. Next week, we'll show you all of the connections. We'll show you. Once you tie it all together in your head, you'll go, oh my gosh, that's exactly what's happening. And only an understanding of this and then a peaceful, informed public can stop it. Otherwise, we're going to be played. I mean, this is the biggest show ever. That's all that's happening right now. This is a show. We're watching a script and a play out in front of us. None of this stuff is real. This riots in Baltimore, that wasn't real. How many times do we have to be told? Most of the people are from out of town. All they need is one thing to get it started that's real, the shooting. Then all the people come from out of town and they manipulate it and they wind everybody up and they get it rolling. Then they leave town and they go to the next one. And they go to the next one, and they go to the next one. And before long, it's going to be all over, and nothing will truly be solved. Is Ferguson solved? Has there been reconciliation in Ferguson? The answer is no. And because there's no reconciliation, there is a wound on both sides. Same thing in Baltimore. Is anything going to be solved in Baltimore? No. It will just calm down a bit, but there will be wounds on both sides. At some point, there will be a straw that breaks the camel's back, and it will set the whole country on fire. And what happens? We will cry out for police help. The police will be overwhelmed. The DOJ will say, we're going to take over policing. We'll coordinate it from here. And you're done. It's lights out, Republic. That's what's coming. That's what's coming. And it's coming faster than you think. Perhaps longer than we think we have. But you have to be the one that can lead. Because if you look back at history, what happens to people who have voices and can cobble together people and be a leader, if you go back to what happened with the Armenian genocide, what is the first thing the Turks did? What is the first thing the Nazis do? You have a night of long knives, the Armenian genocide. Any of the Armenians that could lead, any mayor, any writer, any person that was a hero in war, in one day, in each city, they would kill about 1,000 people. They just slaughter them. And they were all the leaders of the community. Anyone that people would rally around and follow. They were killed day one. They just disappear or they kill, which means they do that so there is nothing left but sheep and no shepherds. I'm telling you now, if you want the republic to survive, you must say you are not a sheep, you are a shepherd. There are 10 million people that listen to this show. They cannot kill 10 million people in one night. You were born for a reason, and you're listening to this show for a reason. Read the essential speeches of Martin Luther King. There is one way out, and it is through reconciliation, peace, love, the teachings of Jesus, the teachings of Gandhi, the teachings of Bonhoeffer, the teachings of Martin Luther King. Prepare for a time when voices like mine or others are no longer heard, and yours is the only voice. Can't believe I just said all of that.